Hello, hello, hello. We're all here. The gang's all here. Okay, this is August 25th. All right. Where we are this week is doing, I'm going to talk about Facebook a little bit first. Okay. One of the things that I focus on is doing things as efficiently as possible. That keeps down overhead, that makes sure that I'm only doing the things that I can, um, not only doing the things that I can outsource, but I want to make sure that I get a system in place so that when I get ready to delegate or outsource a particular process of my business, that it is documented, repeatable, and measurable. Okay. I'm focusing on marketing because marketing is one of the edges of the business triangle. Okay. The most important business functions, which is marketing, operations, and finance. Okay. If you have a business and you are just doing finance and operations, meaning you're spending money, you're doing the work. You're spending money, you're doing the work. You're getting money in, you're doing the work. You're getting money in, you're doing the work. And you're basically just trading dollars for hours. Or just trading dollars for products, but you're doing it yourself. That's almost like you have a job still. So what you really want to be focusing on in the long term is creating assets, doing a business that actually creates an asset that appreciates. That way you'll be able to sell it at some point, or you will be able to borrow from that business or leverage the value of the asset that you've built up. Okay, so that asset could be inventory. It could be a accounts receivable. I mean, that doesn't sound great, but some valuation um, people do count how many receivables you have to be able to know how well your business is going. As a matter of fact, one such funding source that I learned about recently is called Cabbage. So I'm going to go and show you that. Now I haven't, let me make sure that this is the right one. I was told about Cabbage. Mm. Okay, well, you're just gonna have to believe me because it's acting like it doesn't want to play nice. Okay, so that's one funding source that I just remembered that I just want to tell you about. So you want to build an asset. All right. So if you're just doing, like I was saying, if you're just doing operations and finance, which is revenue coming in, going out, you're delivering the product or service, and you're not doing marketing, you will likely not experience growth. Okay. We want to grow our businesses. So it is absolutely essential that we are doing marketing. Now, how do you do marketing if you don't have any money or you're just starting out? You be very creative. When you have more time than you have money, then you do things like show up at events or co-sponsor events or volunteer to host events. If you have access to a venue, and we all kind of do in our homes, that's why party planning works so well. But if you have your own business, then or a place of business, then that's an idea to, okay, if you don't have money to advertise, then why not sponsor some kind of event or volunteer your time to assist at some kind of event for some kind of exposure. Okay? Even if it's a very small event, like I advertised in our church convocation pamphlet. It was only $40. It will reach a lot of the customers that I want to reach. It's not targeted, and it wasn't a direct response ad because I did not have a call to action in there, which is not so good. It was just really talking about this resource here that I do, just kind of getting on a Tuesday night, talking about business and talking about doing business on the web, talking about leveraging business on the web. I'm going to show you just real quick the screenshot here of Cabbage. Oh, thank you. Thank you for letting me know that. That the video is coming through good. I assume you guys can hear me. So if you are out there, just give me a chat and let me know that you can hear me pretty well too. I really should do that at the beginning of the show or at the beginning of the talk. Okay, so this is Cabbage that people were telling me about. The way they're talking about it is like it is pretty easy to do. You can link the services you use to run your business and they will review your business health. So they will consider a loan based on your PayPal account, your Amazon account. Sage is accounting software. Your eBay account, which is an e-commerce platform. Xero is an accounting platform. Stripe is a payment gateway. Etsy is a is an e-commerce platform like eBay. Yahoo, I don't know what they would be valuing for Yahoo. Maybe, not sure. Authorized.net is a payment gateway, and Square is a payment gateway. So the only one confusing me a little bit is this Yahoo. I don't know what they would be basing your Yahoo on. Not sure. Anyway, but that's an option if you need money for that kind of stuff. Okay, so what I want to also talk about is creating win-win relationships. Okay, when you are doing marketing on the internet, it is not personal, but it can be. You have to take the time to make it personal. I saw a great video today or the other day talking about just that. What you are doing on the web is being social. You're being social for the purpose of, okay, I want to stop sharing. How do I do that? I think I did it. Yay. What you're doing is you're being social, and I'm going to be finding this video. I want to just post for you really quick. The purpose of being on social media for a business should be to replace that door-to-door, in your face interaction. You're really just trying to get people to know, like, and trust you, okay? So that they will buy your services, use their services, or take whatever action you want them to take as a result of running your business. That is just the first step. When you should use the 80-20 rule, which means 80% of the time you're just giving value. You're helping them, you're sharing some useful information to them. You are providing some kind of value, some kind of value, even if it's just, let me give you an example. I have a natural health. When I see something is like a good recipe for a really quick dinner or something, I will share that on my holynatural.me Facebook page. That way it's just giving value. That doesn't sell anything, it's just giving value. Then every now and then when I'm having a product special, then I'll throw, hey, oh, by the way, I've been doing all this stuff for you 80% of the time. Here's a product I'd like for you to try. So that keeps things very um, it lets people know that you're just not there to sell them something, that you really want to serve as well. We call that kind of marketing, I want to call it drawing, but the old kind was push, where you just push out the advertising, push out everything, and you just hope somebody bought something. But the kind of advertising and marketing that we're doing now, you just stand over there and be amazing, and you let people come to you. We don't like being sold. We don't like high pressure anything. We are empowered. The consumers are empowered, so you want to make sure that when they come and take a look at you, you're doing something that they consider valuable. Okay. And of course, you would want whatever it is that you're selling or offering to be more valuable to that person than you want them to value what you have more than they value the money that's in their pocket. And that's when we have a revenue exchange. Okay, so this is the video that I watched earlier today over again to make sure this is the one. I thought it was excellent. I really, really thought she hit the nail on the head. Now, she's talking about some direct sales or party plan consultants, but in a way, we're all in that business. All right. When you do your marketing, you really, as small business owners, we can't afford to just throw marketing out there and not know if it's working or not. So you always want to have a call to action in whatever piece of marketing that you're doing. You want it to say, call this number, make sure you give us this code, some kind of action, so that you can put a little tick mark or something like that every time that a person comes through and uses that piece of marketing, whatever you told them to do. Okay, that's direct response marketing. Otherwise, you really don't know how effective what you are doing is. And any other kind of marketing just may be just kind of stab it in the dark. All right. On my Move My Mountain page on Facebook, there's a great marketing calendar that I shared on there from Thrive. It is really, really good. I'm going to develop that into something else. I was with Dr. Willie Bailey this weekend when he was teaching at Dr. Dudley's leadership training. And I was like, wow, the very last thing in his handout was a marketing calendar. And that made a whole lot of sense to me. I want to do some stuff around that. Okay. But this lady here, I'm going to create this video for you really quickly. All right. And it's only 5 minutes long, but I really want you to see this. I really want you to see this here, and then we'll just talk about it. 5:28. Okay, here it goes. Okay, so I'll be right back. Okay, that was great, right? The thing that I saw in there that really, the thing that she said that made me go, oops, is the invites for the actual um, events. I just go and invite everybody and say, well, if anybody's gonna come, they'll just come instead of taking the time and personally going to um, invite each person and kind of giving that personal touch. So yeah, I'm very guilty of that. Like when I left Mr. Dudley's house this morning, even though he was in the middle of a conference call and eating breakfast and doing all that stuff, I mean, he still personally walked me out to the car. I mean, and it made me feel so proud that, oh my God, he cares if I get to my car, even though it's right outside in the driveway. But that was like really nice. We like personal. So, and every week when I stay there because I don't want to drive back and forth at late at night too much, I will send him a thank you card. I kind of got that from uh, the ladies at the Junior League. They are so just polite and businesslike. So that's a good thing to do for business. I really like that tip from her. All right. The other thing I wanted to show you really quickly is the thing that I bought this week and the thing that I want this week. Really, really quickly. So the thing that I got this week was a mixer. I got a speaker mixer for the audio. So what that allowed me to do was to have I recorded all day long um, on Saturday just to get a feel for this new equipment. That would have been hundreds of dollars if I were charging for that. So I'm grateful that I got an opportunity to do that. That is so not what I want to do in my life. But the equipment, when people talked in the microphone, I could take the output from that and put it to a recording device that's around here somewhere. So that was good. A mixer is one thing. Some software that I got this week that I really wanted for a very long time was called, and I'm going to share this screen here. It was called Easy Video Suite. I am in love with this software. It is awesome. I love it. Oh my freaking gosh. And I set up Amazon S3 all by myself. They have absolutely wonderful training videos. Okay. So let me show you what I created with this beautiful baby. Now, I'm going to paste in chat that video that I just played for Missy right here. So we'll have a record of that. And then there's another video right here. This guy, Jason Fladlin. Now, I'm going to tell you about Jason. I've spent a lot of money with Jason and Will because these guys know what they're doing. I call them the geeks of internet marketing. And from as a former programmer, I respect, okay, a programmer who is using that skill to build a business, especially a business online. So I could relate and I got it. I have so many of Rapid Crush Ink products that I use and enjoy and will probably be going over at some point. But this is awesome, awesome software, right? Let me show you what I made with it, just so you have an example. It was called, I just threw up a website. It's called Raleigh. No, I think I showed you the Raleigh Call one already. That's for the model call I'm doing this weekend. But this one was called rocksolidpersonal.biz. This was pretty cool, you guys. And I did it all by myself really, really quickly. The software, if I remembered my login, I would go in and show you but it works. Maybe that's what we'll do next week because I'll learn more about it. Gosh, this is so slow. I got to do something about this computer. I think it's crazy. So what this rock solid personal was, okay, I went to this leadership class this weekend and I wanted to show Dr. Bailey, like, hey, you know, the handout that we sent to people, that's some of my recording equipment there. I was looking all professional and stuff. And then I had a webcam going right there. That's a Logitech C920. And I had a couple of laptops going so that I could keep the tapes cleaned off. Well, not the tapes, but you know, when one thing fills up or one battery gives out, I could be charging this thing. So I was like rotating stuff, and you probably can't see it, but behind the whiteboard back there is on that table is where I put the mixer. I put the mixer back there, so you can't even see that. And there was a microphone. If I play this again, anyway, there's a microphone. So what this page was just to show him, okay, if people didn't want to spend $250 to come to the class, we can just throw up a website like this. I use that Easy Video Suite software to do this. It had this little picture of the Mac, and I went a little crazy with stretching it out just to see, pushing it to the limits, because that's why people look a little wonky. But I mean, hey, they're still in there. I didn't know what I was doing. You can put this Facebook likes on there. You can do text or whatever and make it look way better. I just was testing. This is hooked up to my autoresponder. And when I'm testing to see if my autoresponder is working, I usually will do something like L82515633P. Okay, that's the person's name. So when I look at it inside of my autoresponder, I can tell, oh, that was just me testing. All right, so I just give myself some funky name. And I have my domain, Lorinda.com, set up such that anything that I put Lorinda.com behind will still get to my inbox. So this is my little internal way of testing my autoresponder, and I know it's working. Hey, I know it's working. That's my real phone number. Call me. All right, let's see. So I know it's set up. If you can look, you probably can't see it, right down in the left-hand corner, it actually went to Aweber. It put that person on my email list. So now I can market other stuff to them. I have captured that person on my list. I want to go back. Okay. And with the click of a button, I had an add to cart. I could put an add to cart, and I just went ahead and hooked this up to my PayPal account. So when they click on that, yeah, give me the handout for $9 or $12 or $50, whatever you think the handouts are worth. Now, that's not the video of the event. That's just a handout of the event. Okay. So the PayPal thing comes up, and they buy it, and then it is auto delivered. Now that's the part that is not set up, which is the auto delivery part of the paper. And I have a solution for that. I just don't remember. I gotta research it and hook that up. Anyway, so this was just a sample, just something real quick that I did with this Easy Video Suite that I bought this weekend. Some of the hard hitters in the industry, you guys in internet marketing, endorse this, like Mike Filzane, love him, and Jason Fladlin. I really respect those guys. So that is that. So that's the tool. That's the thing that I bought. The thing that I want, okay, is called, we're doing this webinar using Webinar Jam, which runs on top of Google Hangouts. Easy Webinar runs on top of Google Hangouts as well. And if I knew better, I would have probably bought Easy Webinar before I bought Webinar Jam. Webinar Jam is Mike Filsane's and Andy Jenkins' product. That guy I just showed you over there that was given a testimonial for Easy Video Suite. Well, Webinar Jam is his product, all right, and his partner's product. This Easy Webinar is by another marketer. I really kind of like products that was made for marketers by marketers. And this is what I wanted to show you here. If we go to compare for Easy Webinar, this is Easy Webinar right here. Webinar Jam is right here. It is way better than, well, you can see for yourself. It's a lot of stuff. Just go over there and check it out, easywebinar.com. What I love about this is timed events and offers for both live and pre-recorded events. Okay, that's awesome. You could do a live event or an event that you record ahead of time and play it like it's live. That is awesome. We can do that with Webinar Jam. We can also do that with Easy Webinar, but there's a few things in here that it's just awesome for the price. And it's not that expensive. It's only like $400 or something. I don't know what it is. Anyway, that's the thing that I want. Oh, okay. Let me get back to myself. Anyway, that is what I wanted to share with y'all today. My random ramblings and stuff. We have some comments over here. Oh, thank you. I'm glad the information is helpful. That is what I intend to do for this half hour on Tuesdays is give, because we know that whatever it is that you want, if you start giving it, then I believe that's how you get where you're going, is by giving the thing that you want. I want help, so I'm giving help. And I wish we all would do that, because when we create, if everybody, in my world anyway, if everybody doesn't win, everybody loses, okay? Because we truly do need each other. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll talk to you next time.